Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Broku no Hero. Today I have a video that's kind of talking about just complimenting Black Clover and something that it sort of does with how it builds up the world, building up the different countries, the different kingdoms that reside within the universe. And that is that basically, so far, each kingdom is somewhat or quite a bit different from how they handle their magic system. Now, we know the Clover Kingdom, we know how the magic system works, and it's great and refreshing to know that not every other kingdom is the exact same. Just like in the real life. Different kingdoms, different countries have different customs, different cultures, different traditions. And it makes it a little bit more realistic and less lazy for Tabata to do it this way. So before we move into this video, just to let you know that this video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, and if you're a big fan of mobile gaming, this is the game for you. It's available now, and if you love the greatest price in the world, this is completely free on iOS and Android. It's a turn-based RPG with a fleshed-out storyline, voice acting, and really good graphics. I mean, I don't think I've seen a mobile game like this with great graphics. This is just a game that you're going to be looking for any turn-based RPG. Raid is also adding mini champions every single month, which constantly keeping the game fresh over and over again. It has collectibles, upgradable characters, loot. You can get all this just by learning how to play. PvP battles, and this game's getting really big really fast, so you should jump in as fast as you can and get ahead of the game, get ahead of everybody else. This game is insanely popular, with nearly 15 million downloads in the last 6 months. Just think about the gravity of that number, boys. So as you can tell, this game is growing super fast, but check out this cool roadmap they have planned out. They actually have huge plans for updates in the game for over the next 6 months, so there's going to be a lot of content for you to enjoy. Not really any time to get bored. There's going to be a new faction, a tag team arena feature, and even a new clan boss. You're going to be able to fight with your clan mates. In the game, you can find me under the name Broku72. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. And I just want to say thanks to Raid for sponsoring this video. It's very much appreciated. But with that being said, let's just delve into this video. Talk mainly about the Spade, Clover, Heart, and Diamond Kingdoms, and talk about the differences between their magic systems, and how that is just great for the story. Now, I do need to say this will feature manga spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then unfortunately, you have to click away. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So, with the Clover Kingdom, basically, what they're known for, seemingly from the last chapter, is that they have a huge variety of magic types. Other countries don't have spatial magic very often. Other countries just do not have that many magic types. And these magic types lead to having the ability to fight devils and damage and kill them. Also, they have the Clover Grimoire, which each leaf represents something different. We have seen Heart and Diamond Grimoires. They don't seem to have a 4-leaf clover equivalent, where if you get the 4th leaf clover in the Clover Kingdom, you have an increased amount of luck, you get stronger faster, you get spells easier. It just means you're going to be absolutely amazing if you get that 4-leaf clover. It is still rare, but you do get it sometimes. And then there's also the 5-leaf Clover Grimoire, where a 4-leaf user has been corrupted, their 4-leaf turns into a 5th, and then a devil resides in that grimoire. Now, that's kind of it for the Clover system. You have mana, you use that mana to manipulate your element, which is your magic type, and you create spells with it, and your, I guess, ability to get stronger is somewhat relative to how much mana you have and how many clovers you have on your grimoire. Now, let's get to the Heart Kingdom, because that's a pretty stark difference between the Clover Kingdom. The Heart Kingdom, they have a huge amount of rich natural mana. Remember magic regions or magic zones, strong magic zones in the Clover Kingdom? You have the underwater temple, you'll have the volcano, the Gravito Stone, even the Witch's Forest. They're all strong magic regions that's basically the Heart Kingdom. The entire place is a huge magic zone, which makes people way stronger. They can use nature's mana to be even stronger. Basically, from what we've seen, they use runes or symbols to create their magic, and they're able to use something called true magic, which is using natural mana. It's way more powerful than just regular magic. So, huge stark difference. This makes it less likely, or just not even possible for them to have a bunch of different magic types. Now, I believe we've only seen 2 magic users from the Heart Kingdom, and that is the Queen, who has water magic, and then that is Gaia, who has lightning magic. Now, those are 2 somewhat basic magic types. It's way less basic, or way more basic than, say, time, space, mucus magic. They're pretty close to the 4 main elements of wind, water, fire, and earth. So that's kind of what it's stated in the Heart Kingdom. You have less magic types, but you have seemingly more mana because you can use natural mana and more powerful versions of mana. So, great stark contrast, which is interesting because the Clover and the Heart are actually neutral to other kingdoms, or neutral to each other, and basically somewhat rivals. The Clover people will go to the Heart Kingdom to basically study. Now, the next kingdom to be talked about is the Diamond Kingdom. And this one is also pretty interesting. They seem to combine magic with science. Morris is a scientist who runs experiments on their warriors, and he creates these warriors. Instead of developing magic, like in the Clover, or just using high amounts of mana, and the Heart and the Diamond Kingdom, you create stuff. Now, they still have high magic, and it's still somewhat similar to the Clover Kingdom and the Diamond Kingdom, but things that Morris has done is basically combine grimoires, which gives people 2 magic types. This led to Fauna having both crystal and fire, and Mars having crystal and fire, because Fauna had fire, Mars had crystal. This let them use, spells from each other, and this magic types from each other. They also create Mage Stones, and Mage Stones are basically kind of like magic stones, but they just put them into their head, put them in their body, and they have mana stored inside of it, and makes them even stronger. So, basically these people are created. They've also created magic types. Like, they've literally created magic types for people and given it to them. From what we know, Ladros was born with high amounts of mana, but no magic type. So, he just did not have a magical element, or an attribute. But, the kingdom experimented on him and gave him absorption magic. He could absorb other people's magic. So, the Diamond Kingdom is much more science-based than the other kingdoms. They do experiments, they create soldiers, they create super soldiers. They do all of that. They will have a bunch of talented kids fight to the death, and the survivor becomes basically very powerful because they'll experiment on that guy. So, I really like so far. Of the 3 kingdoms that we've seen a lot of, all very different. And one thing I should add into the Clover Kingdom is, seemingly more than the other kingdoms, they use magic devices more. They have maybe a greater sense of magic technology, but they don't really experiment on themselves like the Diamond Kingdom does. The Diamond Kingdom, they experiment on themselves with technology. The Clover Kingdom creates things for themselves, not in themselves, but for themselves with magic technology. And I wonder if that's where maybe Sally got that magic item that increased her mana tenfold. Did she get that from the Diamond Kingdom? Or, more likely, she probably just made it herself. But did she get ingredients from the Diamond Kingdom or learn some of that from the Diamond Kingdom? Gonna be hard to tell. But I like the Diamond Kingdom. They have multiple things. They have the Mage Stones. They create magic types, and they combine grimoires to give you 2 magic types. Really cool system for the Diamond Kingdom. Now, when it comes to the Spade Kingdom, that's something we don't really know yet. But we do have some foreshadowing and context clues, which is going to show why the Spade Kingdom is so strong, and it's going to be different from other kingdoms. The thing is that they use the power of demons or devils, or I guess the devil influences them, maybe not even knowing, and that's why they get so strong. We've seen one Spade guy fight. He fought 2 diamond generals and dozens of diamond warriors by himself, defeated them all with 0 difficulty, and was so strong that Luck was scared. And there was a black mist coming from his grimoire, which almost made it seem like there was a devil in his grimoire. So, maybe the Spade uses devil or demon powers and that is what's going to happen. Now, maybe I'll have to do an update on this video when the Spade Kingdom actually comes out. This video is probably a bit early, but I just wanted to make this now. And also, I do just want to say that the Witch's Forest, they didn't seem very different from the other kingdoms, but we didn't get to see enough of them really, because they weren't the focus. The focus was the Third Eye and the Diamond Warriors attacking. As for the Seabed Temple, not much different either. We didn't get to see enough of them themselves fighting. And then what we know of the Land of the Sun is they use Ki, likely as well with magic. We don't for sure know, but I do like the idea that so many different of these kingdoms have different overall magic systems, so that's not the same. Each kingdom feels completely different from the other. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends down below. Seriously, that'd be much appreciated if you do check it out. Anyways, hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...